I'm gonna be straight honest with you guys. I seriously think that Activision is just way too comfortable with making their Call of Duty video games. I just feel like they have nothing to be afraid of. They have nothing to worry about, nothing to stress about. Because they know that the loyal ones, including myself, I'm very guilty of this, are going to purchase this video game every single time it releases, every single year. And it's harsh on the Call of Duty community because we could be easily manipulated. Very, very easily. You saw how Modern Warfare went. We all thought this was going to be the best game in the universe. Whether it was nostalgia from the trailers that they released, or just the really solid gameplay looks for the campaign, they just know how to advertise their video games. They have by far the most genius marketing teams working on their games I've ever seen. Gonna be completely honest with you guys. I mean, how else could they possibly pull in millions of dollars literally every single year? You don't see that out of other games. You really don't. You don't see Battlefield doing that. You don't see Rainbow Six Siege doing that. They only have one video game. You don't see Overwatch doing that. Only one video game. CSGO, one video game. All these other FPS games, either they have one video game, whereas like Battlefield, where it's 2 to 3 years in between to give them a little time to develop it. But Call of Duty, they have this interesting cycle where the development teams still have about 2 to 3 years to design their games, but they cycle between 2 to 3 different development teams to make a specific Call of Duty game. Now, Sledgehammer's actually, well, they were just cut off of their main project for Call of Duty 2020, and Treyarch is coming in. So I would say the development teams probably have more like 2 years in between each game that they make to get it done. But they still get them released every single year since it's more than one development team working on each game. So Activision has this cash cow here that they just easily sell every single year. And I think a lot of people think that the microtransactions that they sell within the titles, if you stop purchasing this, that it'll change Activision's mind on, how they're going to create the game. Now, let me break you guys some bad news here. The microtransaction, well, whether if you purchase a microtransaction or not, it's not going to change their mind on how they're making the actual gameplay mechanics. The reason why I purchase stuff in the store for Call of Duty Modern Warfare is because I enjoy some of the stuff. I grind this game all the time. It's my YouTube stuff right here. And the majority of the stuff that I get in the store are just from my YouTube pay. I put some of it aside to kind of stash up so eventually I can upgrade my PC so I can get better stuff out. And then I get other things that I can make content for and stuff like that. But I kind of reinvest what I get from YouTube and invest it back into the channel to make, more content and cooler stuff for you guys. But because I'm purchasing stuff in Modern Warfare, which isn't that often, trust me, like I said, it's very hard to get $1 out of my pocket. It's very hard for someone to scheme me from anything. I barely want to put money into a game. I don't even think I put a dime into Black Ops 4. I literally played with the things that I could get out of Black Ops 4. But sometimes, yes, it will be a skin or two that I think are really cool, and I'll go ahead and purchase it. But in-game purchases will not change the effect of what this video game is going to turn out to be. Black Ops 4, though, the reason why I was so hard on them, and the reason why I preached to you guys, for all the people who stuck with me throughout Black Ops 4, thank you guys for actually sticking with me this long. But I preached to you guys so many times about not purchasing microtransactions in Black Ops 4. Do not purchase a single thing, because the microtransactions were messed up in the game. Now, if you don't purchase microtransactions in the game, Activision isn't going to be looking at the gameplay and say, oh, maybe we need to change the gameplay. No, if you don't purchase microtransactions in the game, they're going to be looking at the microtransaction system that's currently in place. So if we're all going to go and riot Modern Warfare and not purchase anything in the store, they're not going to say, oh, dang, they must be rioting because the game sucks and we need to change, Dead Silence and the minimap and stuff. No, they're going to say, oh no, the microtransaction system is doing bad. We have to cut this whole thing out and remodel the microtransaction system, which we do not want because the microtransaction system in Modern Warfare is good. Yes, it has a few problems here and there. I was actually discussing with one of the viewers yesterday about, how they really did not care about 6v6 and stuff like that, which I completely agree with. They should have catered to 6v6 a little bit more. But this year was pretty solid. Free content. That was the biggest problem with Black Ops 4, was how everything had to be paid for, and it was obnoxious and very paid to win. But in Modern Warfare, it's not like that. You know what I'm saying? In Modern Warfare, if we riot over the microtransaction system, we might as well just go back to the loot boxes. And I sure as hell don't want the loot boxes because that's what I was preaching against for a full year in Black Ops 4. I finally feel like I succeeded, and a lot of other YouTubers probably felt like they succeeded with that whole thing because a lot of people were against the microtransactions in Black Ops 4. But you guys get what I'm saying? The reason why I don't put money into the Black Ops 4 is because I wanted them to fix the current microtransaction system that was in it. And the reason why I'm putting money into the microtransaction system for Modern Warfare is because I encourage Activision to keep this type of microtransaction system in the game. But if you really want to get them to change the game and change how the game plays, what you have to do is stop their overall sales. That is where you're going to get to the heart of Activision. That is where you're going to possibly change their mind about the gameplay and how they're going to put this game together. And the best way to do this, which I highly suggest everybody should do for Call of Duty 2020, and I'm going to do this myself as well, is to not put your pre-order down right away. Wait till the last second, even if it's a beta. And if you don't want to, obviously, me, myself, I'm going to have to do it because, like I said, I run a Call of Duty channel. I'm clearly going to have to get the beta so I can play the beta and, do stuff on YouTube for it. But me personally, I would highly suggest nobody even get it for the beta. Just do not bother pre-ordering the game at all and wait the last second announcements for the beta. That's the only time I would say to pre-order it. But I think that we should, as a community, revolt and not put your pre-order down for the next Call of Duty game. Just so Activision knows that they're not invincible. It's very harsh. Like I said, the microtransaction system, yes, I understand you guys think that that's going to change everything, but they already made millions off the game as it is. They could care less what we're going to say afterwards. The rest is just, icing on the cake. You have to hit them before the game even gets out, which basically starts with the pre-orders. If you don't go ahead and put down your pre-order, if you just take it off, they might actually reconsider some of the gameplay things in this title. Now, we don't know what Call of Duty 2020 is going to be like. We don't know if Treyarch is going to make this game the most outstanding Call of Duty game we ever play. We don't know what the gameplay is going to be like. We might be revolting for absolutely no reason. But what I am thinking right now is better safe than sorry. You know what I'm saying? Because even if we don't put our if we don't put our pre-orders in, regardless, nothing could get any worse than them making another camp fest of a video game. Nothing in the world could get any worse. So I think the community should just not put your pre-order down. Just don't do it. Wait till the game releases. If you're a very hardcore Call of Duty fan, then by all means you can put your pre-order down last second and go ahead and download the game ahead of time and get your playtime in. But if you're a more casual player, don't put it in at all. Just wait for some gameplay on YouTube. Wait to see other people play it. Maybe your friends might pick it up, whatever. And to see how they enjoy it. See what their opinions are on this game first, and then go ahead and purchase it. But when the mass majority pre-purchase this game by pre-ordering, instantly, the numbers are insanely high, which already makes Activision even more cocky about their title. They have to have a little fear in their lives, you know what I'm saying? Every other development team has fear in their lives. Every other development team feels the backlash from all these, communities with their video game. But Call of Duty never does. Never. Even when Infinite Warfare got all those dislikes on the Infinite Warfare trailer, it still made tons of money. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, the final figure that Activision is going to be looking at is the dollar amount that video game made. And like I said, yes, the microtransactions, I understand where you're coming from with it, but I don't think that's what you really want to hit. Because like I said, that is going to just affect how the microtransactions are in the next video game. And right now, Modern Warfare has the best microtransaction system in place. I would love to see this microtransaction system moved over to COD 2020. But the best way to change anybody's mind at Activision is to hit them with the actual purchase of the video game. If you do not give them $60, that's going to hit them much harder than spending $10, well, not spending $10 afterwards. Because, even if you spend $10 afterwards, if you don't and you're revolting the microtransaction system, they already got your $60. They could care less what you're going to spend in the game. They know the casuals are going to purchase all the stuff in the game. Because keep in mind, more than half of the community, well, let me say this. We, as the YouTube community, are a very, very tiny percentage of what Activision is actually looking at for the larger picture when they're trying to sell Call of Duty. We are the insanely tiny percentage, and there's a mass majority of other people, very casual players that, like I said, play once a month, once every 2 weeks. After a long day of work, they just want to hop on, play a little Call of Duty, and call it quits. That's their main priority when it comes to the microtransactions, and they know for a fact that no matter what, after the game is sold, there's still going to be people, the casual players, who don't listen to YouTube rants, who don't watch Twitch streamers complain about certain things, or just don't know what's going on in the current video game. There's going to be people out there who will still purchase those microtransactions, not knowing the consequences that it has on the video game. But if you don't put your $60 down, that's a lot more effective than the $10 that they're going to be missing later on. But guys, that's going to be the end of my rant today. I just want to let you guys know my 2 cents on the whole situation with Call of Duty 2020. And I really do highly advise you guys to hold off on your pre-orders. Like I said, me personally, I'm going to wait until the beta is announced, and then I'm going to put my pre-order down. Because obviously, me as a Call of Duty content creator, I need to get this type of content to put on my channel. So I'm just going to wait instead of just pre-ordering the second they announce Call of Duty 2020. Don't do that. Don't do that. When they announce COD 2020, no matter how good the trailer is going to look, because we all know the trailer is going to look outstanding. They're going to hype us up. Charlie Intel's going to be putting all this stuff out with facts and cool things about multiplayer and campaign. It's going to be so many things that are going to tempt you to put your pre-order down. But trust me, do not do it. Every single year we run into the same exact thing, and for some reason we get tricked every single time and time again. I highly advise you to just wait until the game either 1, releases and then, go ahead, or 2, if you're a very hardcore Call of Duty fan and you can't wait until it releases, then go ahead and put it down the second that the beta is about to, be cut off and the deadline for putting your pre-order down to get into the beta. Then put it in. And if you really want to take it a step further, just don't purchase it at all. Just don't get it. Wait until you see gameplay, hear opinions, and then go ahead and put your purchase down. But we have to do something because Activision feels way too in charge of this Call of Duty game, which is really built off of the community. What other game out there do you see releasing every single year that people are purchasing every single year? Not many. The Call of Duty community makes Activision successful. Without us, they wouldn't have a game to sell every single year. They wouldn't have a game to hype up. So I think they just need to cater a little bit more to what the community has to say. And with how Modern Warfare has turned out, and we already voiced our opinion. I gave up on the red dots and the footsteps and stuff. I don't care. I still make my rants about it, obviously, but we know that's not going to change. And like I said, they know it doesn't matter. They already got our $60 for the game, so they don't care. You don't have to not purchase the microtransactions. They could care less. All the casuals, all the people who don't care about the rants and what's going on, they're going to purchase the microtransactions for them. They already got our $60 for Modern Warfare. So let's make sure Call of Duty 2020 is a different story. We have to make a difference for Call of Duty and make a comeback with this franchise. But guys, I really do appreciate it if you took some time to listen to my commentary. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like. And if you hated it, by all means, you can go ahead and leave a dislike. If you're brand new, though, and you did enjoy what you saw, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell notification button. Helps you get notified on all my recent uploads. Also, you just want to chat with me or see what I'm talking about with anything, you can follow me over on Twitter, @JbowenDaMan. And also, I do some live streams. I try to do it every single Monday over on Twitch, @JbowenDaMan. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.